Hi everyone, let's take up a question from JEE Advanced 2025. List 1 shows 4 configurations, each consisting of a pair of ideal electric dipoles. Each dipole has a dipole moment of magnitude p, oriented as marked by arrows. In all the configurations, the dipoles are fixed such that they are at a distance 2r apart along the x direction. The midpoint of the line joining the two dipoles is x. The possible resultant electric field E at x is. Let us recall electric field due to a dipole on its axis at a distance r from the center of dipole is equal to k2p upon r cube, and the direction of electric field at this point is same as direction of electric dipole moment, and electric field at a point on the perpendicular bisecting line of the dipole at a distance r from the center of dipole is equal to kp upon r cube, and the electric field at this point is opposite to the direction of electric dipole moment. Now let us take up the first question. The distance between point X and the dipoles is r. In this case, both the dipoles are pointed in positive y direction, and point X is located at the perpendicular bisecting line of each dipole. So therefore, electric field due to both the dipoles would be in negative y direction. And since dipoles are identical, so electric field at point X will be equal to twice of 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught p upon r cube, and this is in minus j direction. So this is equal to minus 1 upon 2 pi epsilon naught p upon r cube, and this answer corresponds to number 2 in the list 2. Now let us take up the next question. In this case, dipole 1 is pointing in positive y direction, but dipole 2 is pointing in negative y direction, and point X is located at the perpendicular bisecting line of each dipole. So electric field due to dipole 1 would be in the negative y direction, and electric field due to dipole 2 would be in positive y direction. Since dipoles are identical, so resultant electric field at point X will be 0. This corresponds to number 1 in the list 2. Let us take up the next question. In this case, dipole 1 is pointing in the positive y direction, and point X lies on its perpendicular bisecting line. So therefore, electric field due to dipole 1 would be in negative y direction, and this will be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught p upon r cube minus j, and point X with respect to dipole 2 is lying on its axial position. Therefore, electric field would be in positive x direction, and this will be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2p upon r cube. So total electric field at point x will be equal to E1 plus E2, and this will be equal to P upon 4 pi epsilon naught r cube 2I minus j, and this answer corresponds to number 4 in the list 2. Let us take up the last one. In this case, both the dipoles are pointing in positive x direction, and point x will lie on the axial position of both the dipoles. So total electric field at point x will be equal to, since dipoles are identical, so this will be equal to twice of 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2p upon r cube, this will be equal to p upon pi epsilon naught r cube, and this corresponds to number 5 in the list 2. Therefore, out of the options A, B, C, D, option C is correct. Alright, thank you very much.